EPS of $4.23 versus expectations of $4.62. Revenue $69.98 billion. The street was at $68.8 billion. Turning ahead to the Q4 guidance, they're guiding between $80 and $86.5 billion. That is light versus expectations. The street was at around $87.4 billion. AWS revenue $9 billion, up about 35%. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks so much, Josh. 35% AWS comparing to Azure yesterday, 60% year-over-year growth. But Mike, we're clearly revenue essentially in line. Big EPS miss.
Yeah.
Maybe the revenue guide there a little bit soft as well. Just diving down in.
I think the revenue guide is the eye-catching thing. Now, the backdrop is that the line forever has been Amazon is usually pretty conservative about guiding revenue. And in fact, it's a ridiculously wide span if you think about it. $6 billion. We're already a month into the quarter that they're now guiding for. So to me, that's not a positive for sure. But AWS decelerating and missing on the top line is probably also weighing on the stock.
Tim, your initial take on the numbers that we're getting here, 35% growth for AWS. Do you think ultimately it'll be good enough?
Well, I think there are a lot of businesses out there that would love to have 35% growth. So maybe it's a case where expectations got a little high. However, AWS is the cash cow that continues to fund the rest of Amazon's growth and low-margin businesses. So at the end of the day, they're going to need to start showing some earnings, and this is clearly a margin compression that we have to look into.
Mike, I know we don't typically focus so much on the bottom line with this stock, but after a quarter of WeWork, after a quarter of those types of issues, does that start to be more of a factor for them, or are they still many years away from having to have a reasonable PE multiple?
I think they've shown that on a cash flow basis, they can dial it up and down enough that there's not a concern that the model itself is broken. It's about pace of investment and things like that. So I don't think it's really about the EPS miss as much as it is, AWS kind of maxed out. Is that now a much more competitive market? And that changes the complexion. Also changes the multiple the market is willing to assign implicitly to the cloud business inside of Amazon.